Once in a while.
Victor Sachs has come up with one, and it's like he's channeling his inner Jamie Oliver. Listen to this. 2 minutes boiled, shelled, wrapped in sausage meat, dipped in flour, and panko breadcrumbs. Do you know what panko breadcrumbs are?
Fancy breadcrumbs.
Fancy breadcrumbs. Fried for 3 to 4 minutes, and voila. Homemade Scotch egg with a runny yolk. So we talked about Scotch eggs, didn't we, and how awesome Scotch eggs are, but a runny yolk. I'm quite liking that, a bit of a runny yolk.
And bacon's in there as well.
Bacon's in there as well, which is good. Sam Wybrow, our very own Sammy Boy Wybrow, has come.
You won't be pleased.
has come. Just simple. It's keeping it simple, is Sam. Fried egg on toast, salt, and this is the controversial bit: brown sauce. Would you go for brown sauce with egg?
I wouldn't have any sauce. It's already got its own natural sauces.
Yeah. So yeah, true. So I'd go for ketchup personally. Now, there's a man we know called Vitulio Bondi, who suggests that the only use for egg is gelato. Now he may be a bit biased when it comes to this, because Vitulio does run the best gelato ice cream parlour in Florence and perhaps the world. So it might be a case that he's got a bit of a bias on that one. Our very own Richard said, Richard Earl said the best use of an egg is to make a little baby. Now, I'm not convinced he's sort of got the idea of best use of an egg, but it's a bit off the wall. What do you think, Charlotte?
Very controversial. Very good.
You enjoyed that one, didn't you?
It's worth the chuckles.
It's worth the chuckles. It's funny. Richard Wheeler just said custard. Best use of an egg is to make custard.
We didn't even think about that, did we?
And we're getting comments now from Robbie White, who's my mother-in-law and your gran, and my brother Russell. Must be a family thing. They've both gone for egg bacon sandwich.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Sophie made one of those at breakfast the other day.
Did
Except
she?
she took the yolk out and gave it to you.
See, we've got a thing in our house about turning everything into a sandwich. So you just give us a bit of bread and we'll just sort of put it around the sandwich. Yeah. So yeah. And Brian Hill had an interesting comment about the egg situation. Chuck it at a politician you don't like. Now, as this is the kindness project, maybe we should chuck it at people who are particularly unkind. Maybe that's the best use of an egg. But you could argue that that's unkind in itself. But I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe they should make a festival like Tomatina.
Tomatina. What, the egg throwing festival, you mean?
Yeah, not Tomatina, Eggatina.
Yeah. And also, we've got a bit of science for you. Karina Murray, right? Here's her response. Most interesting use of an egg is as a rubber ball. Apparently, they do bounce if you soak an egg in vinegar for 24 hours.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know that, did you?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Are you tempted now?
Yes.
I thought.
But I'm also tempted to make gelato and custard. So
what one would you, out of those? What one would you pick?
Rubber ball. Because sometimes I sit in my room and kind of just doodle or like sit there really bored. So I think if I had a rubber ball, I just bounce it on the floor, sit on the edge of my bed and just bounce it off the floor.
So you wouldn't eat an egg? You wouldn't even eat that egg?
Custard though.
Custard and the rubber ball are the ones
Custard
that you like the
and rubber
most.
Ball, yeah.
So,
or the Scotch egg, the runny Scotch egg.
Now you can't make your mind up.
No.
Eggs are, look, let's just...
This is an excellent question, Ned.
Oh, God! Let's just agree. Were you yoking now?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Let's just agree that we all think eggs are awesome. So can I move on, as this is the Kindness Project, to this week's listener story of kindness?
Go on then.
And this comes from Claire Walsh, and she's got a story of her being kind and a story of how someone was kind to her. So her story of kindness is, I paid for a lady with a buggy's shopping when she realised she'd forgotten her purse. She burst into tears at the thought of having to go home and come back out again. So she paid for her shopping to savour that anguish. What do you think of that?
It's really nice, actually. Yeah, really kind.
Look, I know Claire. Claire's a lovely, lovely person. So, but what tends to happen is that, nice people also get people doing nice things for them. And her nice thing was, my colleague offered to drive to my house on a Saturday morning at 4:30 in the morning to take me to the airport last week when I realised it was too early to get a train. She got a cab in the end, but she was really grateful for the offer. Now that is going above and beyond the call of duty for your workmates, isn't it? That's not a bad thing to do. So we want to carry on hearing your listeners' stories, both of kindness and to answer the podcast question of the week. If you've got anything egg related, do let us know.
Yes.
And where can people?
Excellent.
That would be excellent. And where can people get in touch with us, Charlotte?
I think we went over this. It is Hola Kindness at Hola Kindness.
So it's on Twitter, or we're on at HOLA Kindness. You can find us on Facebook, and we're still trying to get our heads around the best link for Facebook. But if you go onto the website, www.thekindnessproject.
Maybe the best link is the website.
Yeah, so www.thekindnessproject.co.uk, you can find it on there. But you can also email us at hola, HOLA,
at thekindnessproject.co.uk.
Absolutely right. So Charlotte's really pleased with herself because she got that right. And that's it for this week. So we look forward to speaking to you next time.
Bye.